It's great to have the Bills back. I hate the bye week.
Yeah, me too. I was in Rhode Island with my family, and I hate my family, so it's so nice. So nice to have football back. I'm excited.
To keep it relevant. Miami comes in with all the. Hey, and I was thinking about this team. It says for a team that's the worst in the NFL, they're almost overachieving.
Yeah, it is remarkable. Like I was looking the other day at the NFL stats, team rankings, and they are second to last or last in all but two statistics. One of them being average drive start, which is the 26th, and the only reason they're up in that is because they keep getting balls kicked out of the end zone after they get scored on. And the other one was passing yards allowed, because in the middle of the third quarter, nobody's throwing the ball against them. Like the only two statistics where they're not dead last are results of them being as horrible as they are. Like they are a ridiculously bad team. That being said, I feel very, very uncomfortable about this game Sunday against the Dolphins.
16.5 points.
Yeah, that's crazy. Especially with the way the Bills' offense is played. I know that the Dolphins are historically bad. Now, Sean McDermott did give them a nice compliment this week, saying they don't beat themselves with penalties. So it's not penalties that are their problem. It's just everything else that they're doing out there.
They don't snap the ball over the punter's head.
They just
It's like a small thing.
They just don't have any players, and that's the biggest problem. Although we have Ryan Fitzpatrick coming in this week, and we all know what he's capable of doing 1 week out of the season. I mean, he's had these weeks throughout his career where he has put a special game together, and who's to say that he couldn't do it in Orchard Park, a place where he had some special games.
Shut up! What are you doing? Why are you doing this to me?
That's exactly what you're thinking about right now.
Of course I'm thinking about that. I don't want to think about that. Why would you bring that up again? Why would you say it?
So they're better with him.
Yes,
in Buffalo this week.
Of course, I think that any team that is struggling like that is better with Ryan Fitzpatrick, because listen, if you lose, you're going to lose anyway. Ryan Fitzpatrick, his unique talent in this league is to take chances that no one else will take, and an arm that is surprisingly accurate and powerful when you don't expect it to be.
And he can still move.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And everything's working out perfect for them. They lose to Washington on the two, so they retain the winless record, and it looks like, but they're not as bad as we think. So what do you think? Do you give or take the 16.5?
What was the number last year, the Bills going into Minnesota? That was, 17?
Yeah, it was high.
Yeah.
And they beat them.
Those sort of spreads worry me. I think the Bills are going to win this game, but 16.5 is a lot of points for the Bills to cover. It'd be nice to see them come out of this bye week firing on all cylinders. Hopefully they get a bunch of these guys back and they're ready to roll on Sunday, and hey, they go out there and win 35-0. That would be awesome. But we haven't really seen them put a full game together. Hopefully the Dolphins are the team to do it against, but 16.5 is too big a number. I'm going with the Dolphins.
I don't think you've done this yet. You taking points with this one?
Yeah, I'm taking the points, and here's why. The terrifying statistic of the week if you're a Bills fan. The last time the Bills were favored by 16.5 points, that much, was 1992 against the New York Jets, and they lost that game straight up. They lost that game to the Jets. Also, fun fact, the Bills are only 4-2 in games where they're favored by 16.5 points or more, which is remarkable for two reasons. One, they've only had 6 games in their franchise where it's been that high. Also, you've lost that many games when favored by 16.5 points. I think the Bills can still put on a dominant performance and win by 2 touchdowns. You have back-end covers, which the Dolphins might be able to pull off for you. Bills win. They don't cover the 16.5, but I am very, very nervous about what could happen in the second half of this game.
You have to be. Does the bye week play into this at all? That they've had 2 weeks to prepare for the Dolphins?
I'm much more comfortable with a Sean McDermott team in a game like this than I would be if Rex Ryan pounding his chest as a head coach looking past a team like the Dolphins. So I think Sean McDermott and the way he handles situations like this, they'll go out there and win the game. I'm not worried about that, but 16.5, that's a big
and because I've been wrong all year, I'll take Miami in the 16.5. It's working.
Yeah, you're terrible.
I'll keep it up.